Hey, good morning. It's the Tuesday, the 27th of September. It's gorgeous here. Um, it's like 65 degrees, about 7:40 in the morning. Hours. The sun's coming up probably an hour and 30 minutes after it normally does. And if you can see, it shifts. It's right now going to come over the very peak of the Franklin Mountains, and normally comes over there. So no big deal. Got to do a little pruning. Been up. Got my little workout in. Got the robot here in the pool. Do some light maintenance today. Already watered the plants. Did some calisthenics. Did my shadow boxing. Um, I think that boxing and wrestling are probably your best keys to being able to defend yourself. I'm looking for a little stand to set this down so I can not give either one of us a headache. But what I wanted to talk to you about this morning is being able to identify the biggest assets you have in your life. I think they are, and I'll put this before family, because I have, other than my wife and sons, and I'm estranged from my sons. I think that your greatest asset is having people in your life you can trust. I think for me personally, that has been the biggest asset. You know, somebody that'll go to war with you, um, someone you can call in the middle of the night and they're not going to ask you 20, 25 questions. They're just going to come fucking help you out, and we'll sort out that other shit later. So that's the kind of friend I am, and that's the kind of friend, if you want to be a friend, I expect the same out of you. So I'd say over 57 years of my life, I've learned the difference between, I call them acquaintances, and friends. There's a massive difference between having an acquaintance and having a friend. And then there's some people that you have ignored in your life. This is the thing that I finally learned. There are people who are very good friends to you, and they may not be the people you want to be around. So they may not be, yeah, they just may not be the people you want to be around, and you should adapt yourself to those kind of situations, because being able to have somebody you trust in your life is a not only a lifesaver, but it can yeah. Here's an example. A few years ago, I think it was 2018, I got influenza B, and I've really, other than getting blown up and stabbed, other than it being a violent confrontation, I've never really suffered an illness. Uh, so, and what I would always used to do is I use these old, I don't know if you call them wives' tale or traditions. Well, I would just pile blankets on top of myself and have a couple of drinks of bourbon and try to sleep it off, is what we would call it. And that's what I did. And I ended up with the temperature of 104 degrees. And I couldn't, I needed help. And at that time, I didn't have any friends here close by other than my wife. And my wife came and got me, drove me to the emergency room, got me out of the car, walked me in. They took care of me. She went with me to the hospital and stayed with me in my room. So, supported me, never asked a question, skipped work. She was all in, and that is very important. Um, and that's just a small story to tell you about people I can trust. There's people. There's only three of them left in the military that I actually trust. And here's another thing: trust is not something that's written in stone. Once you're in, you're in. That is not true. There are people that can develop, people that you trust and you have in your life that can develop bad habits. And those habits can affect you, such as, your friend, whoever it is, or associate, whoever it is, if they ask you for money, that's the beginning of the end, in my opinion, of that associate or friendship. So um, that may sound harsh or mean, or you're not being understanding, but if he's truly a friend, he knows how hard it is for other men to be successful, and to ask another man for his assets, his unearned assets. I'm asking you for your money. That's very a core issue for me. So I don't ask people for anything. I'd rather go without it than have to owe somebody something. Now, that's not true as far as it comes to buying a large ticket item like a car or a house or getting a home renovation. I would rather use the bank's money than use my own savings or assets. So that's just, in my opinion, a prudent way to move through money. But that has nothing. I got off the subject. So, anyways, all I'm saying is that you need to identify people you can trust, and that is always conditional. I'll say that one more time. The people in your life that you feel like you can trust, or you can trust, is based always on a conditional principle. Somebody goes away for a while and comes back, that's not the same person you knew. They've had different experiences. They've maybe grown in a different way. They may have developed a bad habit. I'm talking about drugs, alcohol. I'm talking about strippers. I'm talking about gambling, vices. So, uh, again, there's nothing wrong with vetting somebody, or they'll tell you. Most men will tell you who they are within a couple of weeks. So it is what it is. I just wanted to pass that on. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what I'll name this, but it'll be something about people you can trust. All right? Stay safe and healthy. Take care of each other if you can. If you can't, take care of yourself. Like a fart in a G string from West Texas, El Paso. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.